All right, 3, 2, 1.
Joe Rao here in Paris, France for 5 Point Move. I'm here with Ben Provisor, 85 kilo world team member for Team USA Greco. Just going to catch up with Ben a little bit before he weighs in for World Championships and wrestles. Ben, so how's it been? How's acclimation camp out in the south of France? I don't even know how to say that town's name.
Believe me, I had a million people tell me I said it wrong, Montpellier or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was a good acclimation camp. We played a few games, got the flight out of us, and I'm excited. It was a beautiful town. A lot of people were doing a bunch of tourist stuff, but I'm more here for the business end of stuff. So I was here. I was sleeping, getting ready, reading a few books, and just relaxing, getting ready to
chill on the beach a little bit.
A little bit, but it's hot. I don't like being out in the sun too much.
Some Wisconsin.
I'm white as hell. I'm burned like a crisp. So no, it was fun. It was a good, relaxing camp. We got here, had a few matches over there, and I'm excited to go represent.
Absolutely, we're excited for you. So yeah, talk about how you feel. It seems like the weight came off pretty easily for everyone on Team USA. It kind of seems like you guys managed weight well. I don't know if that was a collective thing or if you guys just individually all did a better job than I normally see. But
well, definitely, I think it's everything in wrestling is individual. But my weight is not. Before trials, I was like 215, so I had to bring it down a little bit. But these last few months, I've been 89, 88 kilos after practices. So it's definitely been nice to hold a decent weight, be able to eat whatever I want.
Yeah.
And about weight cutting.
Yeah.
So it's just I'm excited to make weight today. I gotta probably cut 2-3 kilos. We'll see. Probably sit in the sauna, get it off, and come back and eat and get ready to compete.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to kind of talk about, you've made 2 Olympic teams. This is your first world team.
Yeah.
How was the process of getting ready for a world team different from the Olympic team? Because obviously the Olympics is kind of like gets blown up a lot more, and there's a lot more media, and there's a lot more other things like that. Has it been nice in a way for this to be a world team, a little bit more lax? I know you got to train at home a lot. How's that been like?
It's definitely been a lot more lax, not getting ready for the Olympics. I mean, there's so much hype behind the Olympics, so much everything. It's like, even when you make an Olympic team, there's so many distractions outside of being on the Olympic team. I feel like people party even more when you make an Olympic team and do even more stuff. So I feel it's definitely been more relaxed, more just chill, and I'm ready to compete at my highest level. It's definitely nice to not worry about the opening ceremonies or extra interviews, extra everything. So I totally agree that it's been nice, and being at home has been super peaceful. I live on a farm, pretty much like a farmhand, and I've been doing different type of training, sawing trees down with a handsaw type training, and just sleeping and being at peace. Especially in today's world, I feel like it's so. We're here in Paris, and there's how many terrorist attacks and how many months. So it's been nice to pretty much be in the middle of nowhere, and it's quiet where I live, and I sleep well, and I didn't even have service because I had Sprint for the first month that I lived out on the farm, so I had to go get Verizon. But it's been very nice, living out there and working pretty much as like a farmhand and doing my own type of training.
Yeah, it's nice, like Rocky.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got your cats, you got your daughter, you got Downey, and your family.
Chickens, and
you got everything you need.
Yeah, eat fresh. I have my own garden over there.
That's
it's been
awesome.
Nice.
And the freedom to do what you want, train with Dennis, I think it's huge.
Yeah, and Dennis just moved freaking 2 miles from me, so
that's great.
There's some reason that guy's always following me, or I'm following him. Definitely God meant for us to be together, and I'm excited to represent him and his club at this tournament. Yeah,
talk about the addition of Downey as well. How has that been?
Well, my friend, he's been my really good friend since 2012, and I saw it when I was in Croatia, and I was in Sweden, Croatia, maybe it's different, Finland, Croatia, I don't know, but I saw how shitty of a situation he was in. I saw the stuff he was doing, and I saw the problems that he was having with his coaches, his relationships, and after I got home, I was like, I'm going to get him because I didn't want to see my friend fail. And, I went, picked him up, and I trained with him for 2.5 months. And even though I'm not really a freestyle wrestler, he's not a Greco wrestler.
Yeah.
We did that stuff on the farm and wrestled. Some days we'd wrestle Greco, some days we'd wrestle freestyle. And I mean, by wrestling trials and winning at the non-Olympic World Team trials, it's fun to change it up and get a different feel. And Downey
speak for themselves.
Downey took 5th at the trials. Me and you wrestled in the finals at trials, and it was just it was a good result for him. And now I think he's really at a place where he can do great in Iowa. Because the Brands brothers are very much like me and Dennis, very like hard-nosed, ride or die type people, and that's the type of people he needs in his life. He can't have people that are going behind his back, because you see how he reacts when people start talking to him. So he just needs to be at a place where he's at peace and can trust the process he's in, trust the people he's around.
Absolutely.
And he's everybody gives him this bad rap, but
social media is such a
I would never
such an illusion. And he's a great guy. When you meet Pat Downey, he's a great guy.
Yeah, I would never. I would have nobody else in my corner besides Pat. He's one of my best friends, and
you guys seem to complement each other very well.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously the results, and now he's where he wants to be. You're where you want to be.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a short, stocky wrestler, and he's a long, lanky, goofy weirdo. So it was definitely a great. The way we were able to train together. I was coming up. Me and him together were collectively coming up with like new moves and different type of new wrestling, figuring out our own way of wrestling, and that's where I feel like I really grew this year.
In senior level, we don't have much freedom normally, so to figure it out for yourself, which is powerful.
Yeah, it's been very nice being on my own and being able to train and think on my own and not have where I don't feel like I can trust coaches and trust people who are around me who I don't think are truly have my best benefit.
Yeah, it's more important than people think to be at a place where you feel that you're loved and you can trust people and people understand you and they'll let you be who you want to be, because we have a limited amount of training sites for Greco, and if you don't mesh with any of those coaches or those training sites, it's kind of hard. And a lot of people are scared to go home and do it themselves, but hey man, you can do it.
I've luckily, I've had the best coaches my whole life. Dennis Hall, Agassi Manukian, living in my hometown. Unfortunately, I didn't get coached by Yvonne, who left Northern Michigan. I felt a little bit too early, but he had contract issues with USA Wrestling or whatever. But I've been lucky. I've been blessed to have the people I've had in my life, and really, my mom, she's given everything to my sport, and she's driven all over the world, all over the country for me, and I really owe her and my coaches to who I am now.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. And talking about your family, really quick, I know you're really close with Evelyn, your daughter, and I just want to ask you, how has she made you a better person, and how's that transferred over to wrestling? Because I've seen it myself. Get you to talk about it a little bit. Because it's nice to see.
Well, I think everybody can see when I post pictures, and that I'm truly happy with her. She's the one person that I love more than myself, I'd say. And she, I have to provide for her. If I don't do my job in wrestling, then I can't pay my child support. So she's just a loving, hard-working little girl, and she just loves playing at the farm. She was picking up all the cats and getting scratched, and coming back to me crying, and I'd be like, "Well, Evelyn, if you pick up the cats, you're gonna get scratched." She's like, "I don't care about getting scratched anymore." So it's just fun to, she's a tough little girl, and she's got some good wrestling genes. So we'll see. We'll see.
It's gonna be dangerous if she wrestles.
Yeah, we'll see what she can produce, and honestly, I'm just happy to be here,
absolutely,
to guide her around and help her be whoever she wants to be. She's the ultimate motivating factor in my life, and I don't think having that is the best thing I ever did was have Evelyn. I've changed a lot. I think, like you said, a lot of people can see how much I've changed over the last few years, and Evelyn has by far the biggest reason.
It's great. Yeah, I always said if I had kids, man, I gotta be winning or move on to something else.
Yeah, it's dangerous, man. It's
You gotta win. You know, that's good motivation, though. I talk to Bezic a lot about that. It's good motivation.
Yeah, it's a great motivating factor for sure. She's a special little girl.
Absolutely. I could see that. So, our last question, you know, in the spirit of Pat Downey and what we were talking about, because I'm all for it. You know, we should promote ourselves. We should have fun with this. You know, I don't care what people think. Do you got anybody you want to call out?
Well, personally, I know Downey's got his gripe with Duran, so that's gonna be an interesting little match or wrestling match that they're gonna have. We'll see how that turns out. Yeah. But personally, the one person that I didn't in Wisconsin since I've been home that I took a sort of bad face to was Ben Askren.
Yeah.
Because I had Infantigo coming back from coming back from Pan Am Games because we had that fire.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I only had we had the fire, and then I wrestled that morning, and then I had drug testing, and then I got on the plane. Got on the plane and had a 2-minute shower. So I got Infantigo coming back. And oh, you're good. But Downey asked Askren if he could come out and train because we were out in Milwaukee a few times. Doing ringers classes.
Yeah, why wouldn't he have you?
Yeah, so Ben responded and was like, oh, with your reputation and with this and that, we're not going to be able to work that out, and it wouldn't be a good look for me. And I thought that was interesting because look at all the shit that Ben Askren talks about
all the time.
Making that stupid ass video to Dana White. And well, you talked your way out of never getting in the UFC, so congrats, bro. You fighting a little dumb league, and and then the one thing that upset me. There was a kid that is a Greco guy in his club, and he openly told me that he teaches no Greco. And I don't care if you don't respect or like Greco; it doesn't matter to me. But he wouldn't let that guy come to ringers and get taught by me, and I feel like that's bullshit. And you're not being the best coach you can if you're not helping kids get better and letting them explore. So.
I've dealt with that. Yeah. I don't know if you did because you were Greco early on, but my freestyle coaches didn't want me to wrestle Greco. I got put down for it, and now that I've done something in Greco, people are all supportive of it. Well, you get a lot of coaches.
People just turn a blind eye and think, oh, folk style freestyle is the only thing in the world. But there's a lot of promotion issues that we have there. But that's a whole different subject. But results speak for itself. And then when Ben responded to Pat that way, I didn't really take it bad at first, but then I heard about him not letting a kid come in to train with me, and then I heard about him being a ringer. He was originally a ringer. His coach raised $15,000 for him in the 2008 Olympics, and then that coach didn't even get to go watch his athlete when he brought him all the way through as a kid, and I thought that was bullcrap. Wow. And I also heard that he would burn his kids would wear a ringer shirt in his practice and he'd burn it in the practice room. That's just disrespectful. That's who you were raised by. That's like me burning Dennis Hall's shirt. That would never happen. I would never do that. That's very disrespectful. And then after the fact, he messaged me what Pat had said. He was saying he thinks being with Ben on the farm is only going to get him this far. Well, it got him to 5th place in the Open, and it got him a brand new scholarship to Iowa University. So he can suck on that if he wants to. I really don't care. But once I'm done wrestling, I am going to start fighting. So Ben Askren is someone I'm coming after.
You heard it first on 5 Point Move. Ben Provisor, Ben Askren. That'd be interesting, man.
Yeah, don't move your head, homie. We'll see what happens. You come wrestle me.
All right,
that little fist to the face like this, jerking people's faces off. I'm sick of watching it.
Oh man! All right, you heard it first, man. I didn't even get to ask you about your tattoos. Real quick, look at this new tattoo. Rio, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's my Rio.
He's the illustrated man. Well, Ben, hey, it was great talking to you, man. I respect you a lot as a competitor and as a friend, obviously, and thanks for taking the time and good luck, man. I really think you're going to do great.
Anytime. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.